Hello class, my name is Braden Anderson. I am a civil engineering major here with a focus in structural engineering. I'm actually graduated in May and this is my last class over the summer that I needed to pass in order to obtain my degree. What I hope to learn from this class is just sort of images of America um, having meaning and sort of how we can interpret that meaning within the context of different films. And for the second part of this discussion, I will touch on Pierre Noir's article of between memory and history. First off, this article's thesis argument is all centered around the fact that film aids history and the destruction of memory, or at least one of the themes that we'll be touching on in this class. Um, Nora touches on this and sort of expands on this in a few different ways. First, it describes the difference between memory and history and how they are different, and it makes that claim in the first place. So on page 8, he says, memory and history, far from being synonymous, appear now to be in fundamental opposition. In describing memory, he says, memory is life, born by living societies founded in its name, and it remains in permanent evolution, open to dialect and remembering and forgetting, unconscious and successive deformations, vulnerable to manipulation and appropriation. While on the other hand, history is simply the reconstruction of, you could say, memory or just real life, things that happened. It's always problematic, Nora claims, and is incomplete of what is no longer in existence. And so, if we're going to talk about the past, history would be the reconstruction of that, and memory would be the life and the traditions passed down that can be documented clearly and plainly. But that even that is secondhand memory. Nora also goes on to explain that memory is absolute, while history can only conceive the relative, and that history is perpetually suspicious of memory, and its true mission is to suppress and destroy it. Um, Nora actually gives somewhat of a supportive argument here. I can't pronounce the name, but Lebonitz's paper memory has become an autonomous institution of museums, libraries, depositories, and centers of documentation and databanks. Specialists estimate that in the public archives alone, in just a few decades, the quantitative revolution has multiplied the number of records by 1,000. No society has ever produced archives as deliberately as our own, not only by volume, but not only by new technical means of reproduction and preservation, but also by superstitious esteem. And so we are increasing this history in our documentation um, greatly. And so this is one of the supporting facts of Nora's thesis. We'll cut it off there. Thank you guys very much. Bye.